Alright, this is going to be a quick video on tongue control and finger control, mostly tongue control. I'm going to show you a series of exercises that you could use daily to work on your tongue control and coordinate your tongue with your fingers. So I'll get right into it. We're going to be using eighth note triplets going up and down the scale just past middle D. So I'm going to play you the notes we're going to be using, and then I'll get into the actual exercises. So here's the passage we're going to be playing. Okay. I may go higher than that by accident. If I do, forgive me. But the idea is to go up and down the scale just past the C sharp break on a D whistle. Okay. So that time I tongued every first note. So that'll be the second exercise. But the first one is going to be that, but with no tonguing. Keep in mind that when you don't use your tongue at all, it requires greater finger control and more breath. So, this is without tonguing. Up and down the scale with eighth note triplets. You want to keep your fingers nice and loose and your back nice and straight. I'm scrunching a little just to fit into the viewfinder here. So that was with no tongue. It takes, like I said, it takes a little more finger control and a little more air. So now we're going to do tonguing on every first eighth note of the triplet set. So tongue, note, note, tongue, note, note, tongue, note, note. Okay, you can notice that it gives each set a bit of attack. Now I'm going to put that tongue on the second note. So it's going to be note, tongue, note, note, tongue, note. Okay. Okay. And now our third exercise is going to be tonguing on the third note of the triplet set. So note, note, tongue, note, note, tongue. It'll propel it into the next triplet a little bit. Okay. The next exercise is going to be tongues on 2 and 3 of each triplet set. So note, tongue, tongue, note, tongue, tongue, note, tongue, tongue. This is more than you want or probably will ever use your tongue in real music, but we're trying to build coordination between our tongue and our fingers. Now let me say that the more you use your tongue, the less finger control you need. You'll find that the more you use your tongue, your fingers will be able to be a bit late. However, when you don't use your tongue, if you're off with your fingers by a little bit, you'll get a squeak, a squawk, or some other horrible sound. So we want to make sure that we're understanding what this is about. We're not going to be using these in real music, But at the end of this video, I'll show you how we can use it in a real musical context. So continuing, eighth notes on 2 and tongues on 2 and 3. Okay, now just to show you, we're gonna tongue on every note, and I want you to just feel how much less breath is needed. So this is tonguing on every note. Okay, I didn't even use an eighth of my breath on that one. So anyway, one thing I forgot is to do tonguing on 1 and 3 of the triplet set. So let's do that. Tongue, note, tongue, tongue, note, tongue. And remember, you're probably never going to use this in real music. Okay. Okay, so those are the exercises you want to do. You could go up the entire octave. Try to go up and down the entire range of the flute to really work on your breath, getting that breath nice and big. So typically in a jig, which is probably the most popular Irish dance, the idea is to have 3 eighth notes of equal value, but you're going to slightly shorten that second one and tongue the third one to propel into the next set of 3. Now, tonguing is optional. You don't have to tongue, and you can technically tongue wherever you want. But to get the jig feel, this is how I teach getting the jig feel. Is regular eighth note, little bit shortened eighth note, and then a tongued third eighth note. So like this. Okay, you could see that through that Lilting Banshee phrase. I was doing eighth, little bit of shortened eighth, tongue. Now we can use the tongue many different ways in this song. I'm just gonna focus on the first bar, or first 2 bars. Okay, I'm gonna play it without tonguing. I'm going to play it with a little bit of tonguing and then a lot of tonguing, and I want you to see how the feel changes. Here's with no tonguing. This is with a little bit of tonguing. Okay? And here's with a lot of tonguing. Okay, you can take it to the extreme or do whatever you want. Depending on how I'm feeling and how I want to express it, I'll put the tongue in different places. So there's no rules against tonguing. However, here's what it sounds like when I tongue every note. It can get very robotic and lifeless. Okay, it's just hard to express life into a tune when you're tonguing every tune and every note is like uniform. Taking the tongue out of the equation for a lot of it lets you do more interesting things with your fingers, which I will get into another time. But I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.